everyone, and welcome to the G3 Boardroom. Today we are going to be talking about our past experiences with King of Monster Island. And I'll tell you something, I don't think I've ever won this game.
I think it's got to be you then.
Possibly. Have you ever won this game?
Yes, I win this game all the time.
I don't remember ever playing with you. I might be making your point, but I don't think I've ever seen you win this game. You know, we played this game on Epic Easy, and where the boss has 25
15
hit point. The Epic Easy he has 25 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Crushed us. Then on our playthrough, we played on like
normal easy,
nursery school easy,
yes.
And where the boss has 15 hit points, and we got crushed.
Yep. Whoa.
I'm starting to think that this game is a little unbalanced.
No. First of all, I want to say I do really enjoy this game. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I enjoy it too.
I think I personally made a lot of strategic moves that were just bonehead moves. I was too aggressive, too quick, and I put myself in a bad position. So.
Oh, we could also say that if you watch our playthrough, we had a lot of dice that all gravitated to the same place.
Was the main problem.
I guess.
It was.
But the game should be able to compensate for that. You know, maybe you can't have more than 4 minions in a space or something.
Well, to describe what happened, I mean, and this is a review, but I guess we'll talk about our playthrough. To describe what happened, Dave moved over there, and he did some good. The problem was then on my turn, I took all the dice, I rolled them, and they all landed on that spot, which meant the monster was staying there. He was activating all the minions. Mm-hmm. Dave, who was not in the best shape, it took a whole bunch of extra damage. It wasn't. They didn't just drop Dave to 0. They put him under the island. But that was our playthrough, and those are separate thoughts. My thoughts on the game: I do enjoy this game. I wish the monsters had some unique abilities, but you get unique abilities when you get your stuff.
Yeah, your team.
There's 3 different monsters to fight. Each have a normal side and an epic side, and so you get a good amount of variety there. But as Dave described early in our playthrough, in a game like this, you are controlled by your rolls. Mm-hmm. If you're not rolling it, you're not doing it, and so it's a dice rolling game.
But that's why everyone hates Risk, the original Risk, because it's all random dice.
True.
The problem with that is it purports to be a strategy game. You can have the superior strategy and still lose because of bad rolls. This doesn't purport to be a strategy game.
I guess. I mean, for those of you who don't know, this game is basically it's made by the same people that made King of Tokyo, and it's sort of in the same world, but this is a cooperative game, and so you're rolling, there's dice, and you're trying to find the big boss monster and kill him. You're doing that with punchies, which do 2 damage, or the feet, which either move you or do 1 damage.
Punchies and kickies.
Yeah, the hearts heal you. The energy gives you money to buy the cards. The wrenches can give you extra bonuses, extra dice. And then the last thing is the the stars, which are fame. And I do like that mechanic in this game where you roll these stars and you gain fame, and then you can buy these extra like helper cards. And
right.
The more fame you have, the more abilities that you can do, and they're cumulative. So with 1 fame you can do this one, 5 you can do both of them, and as you go up you can do everything underneath it. Yeah. So I mean, there's some really fun mechanics like that, but it just seems we always get crushed in this game.
The one thing that I like the helper stuff. I like the variety. I like that on the back of the helper cards that you don't use is the turn order. Tells you everything you need to know, or most things that you need to know. I love games that don't waste real estate.
Oh yeah.
I even like the fact that the standees are not super tight, and so you're not going to damage.
The opposite. You're going to be lifting it out of those standees.
Yeah, but you're not going to damage your standee.
Right. Yeah.
And you guys have heard me complain on videos before about that. I hate standees because they get shredded. But standees are also a whole lot cheaper than miniatures are.
Correct.
I think the game has a fair amount of challenge, and I've played this game where we've absolutely rolled it, and there was no doubt we're going to win from the beginning. And if you watch the playthrough, we're winning for 90% of it. And then Dave takes turn, moves over there. We're happy with Dave's turn, and then my turn killed him. So we were happy, and Dave's like, I might be in some trouble here, and then he was dead.
But I don't like games where something that quick can just destroy all your gains. Just.
I think that's fair.
I want to love this game. I love King of Tokyo. I love cooperative games, and this is fun. I like the mechanics. It seems kind of unbalanced. It seems like there's too many of the red dice, and there's a lot of these red dice have 2 minions on them. So just the minions that are coming out are just huge. I mean, how many minions are on that square over there? 6.
It was just an awful roll, though.
It just seemed like a really bad luck.
It was really bad luck. We're doing fine. We're happy.
Well, why'd we lose last weekend then when we were playing with the other guy?
I think you and I need to sit down and just play this game, you and I. and then you'll be like, yeah, it's a great game.
Maybe.
No, I'm a big fan of it. I was a big fan of King of Tokyo. It had its nice niche and nice plays. You pull it out, play for a couple rounds of it, and you're done with it. Now they came out with this, and I really think they brought a completely fresh look and feel to this game.
Oh yeah, too many ways to kill the players. that's a new fresh take.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't feel like I never felt. I mean, we've played this game at a much higher level, and I never felt like I have no chance of winning this game. I'm telling you, I think when it came to the playthrough, you'll see. I think I made a poor choice and just some bad luck, and that can happen in any game. But I really like the artwork. I like the mechanics. I love the variety. I think they've added enough to the game that it makes, again, like it's a brand new, fresh game. They have great new cards. I mean, I know the event cards are what killed us, but I like that. It adds a little more variety. You just can't just assume everything's going your way because there's always some randomness to an island that can cause some mayhem. So we might be on different sides, but I would highly recommend this game. It might be difficult. It is a challenge, but I have a blast playing it every single time. So
yeah, I mean, I had fun playing it, but it's I don't know. We played on the super easy, and we got smoked.
He got smoked. We did fine.
And that's not the first time. I think that I've played this game other times too, and it's just there's always, like I said, there's so many ways to die, and one of those ways is bound to pop up.
There's an old song by Megadeth, 99 Ways to Die.
Yeah, dumb ways to die.
But this is another one of those games that's got the dice tower in the center.
Yes.
Like all these games kind of rolled out at the same time. Like, oh, put a dice tower in the middle. Wingspan, this game, Spill.
Spill, yeah.
Dice tower right in the center. And my only problem with that is, at least in the Spill, it's self-contained. In Wingspan, it's kind of a self-contained birdhouse kind of deal. These just go flying right off the board. Right off the board. It happens every time. Other than that, I think the components are nice. And, it's good quality dice. They're...
it's just like King of Tokyo.
Just like King of Tokyo. A little bit different sides.
I've always liked the King of Tokyo dice. They're, the good contrast. They're, big, got a good feel. It's not like some games where the dice is, feels like it's, too light. No heft to the dice.
Right.
I like this game. It is dice roller, which means it's luck-based, which means what happened to us can happen to you.
I would just like to see a little bit more scaling. I'd like to see less minions come out, especially, did that scale for the easy level?
Yes, the dice do. For this monster, he only gets 5 dice. No, it's not his fault that they all landed in the same zone.
I don't like that. And the dice have like multiple. You can get 4 minions out on 2 dice.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's some luck involved. Absolutely, there's no denying.
And since we have none of that, none of the good kind, anyway. But yeah, I think there's definitely a luck element. But I like the mechanics enough, and I never feel out of it enough that I would disregard it. I think it's good. It might be that every game has a sweet spot. That this many players is good, this many players is bad. Every game has a sweet spot. And it could be that the more players that are in this, the worse it's going to go. That could be a thing.
I played with 5 and got crushed.
What does this go up to?
5.
5? Okay.
So you think that it's better with 2 players?
It might be. We'll have to give it a shot.
But I mean, come on. If a game that goes up to 5, the sweet spot is 2. I mean, that's unbalanced. The sweet spot I think should be, I think 3 or 4.
I think part of the problem that you encounter when you add more players is very similar to Legendary, which is enough bad stuff can happen on other people's turns that impacts me, that can cause me to essentially lose a turn. That's what happens in Legendary. Bad stuff happens to you, bad stuff happens to you, bad stuff happens to you, and all of a sudden I've got no cards left, and now I don't get a turn. And it's a downward spiral. And it's similar in this. You see, on my turn, on everyone's turn, the monster has to move. The monster does his thing. And that's actually what happened. Now, Dave was over there, but then he died on my turn.
Right.
You know, he died because the monster did his actions that he's going to do. He did them on my turn. And that happened because when I put the dice in, they home into that spot, and here comes more stuff, and I'll activate stuff I got, and, you know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'd hate for a game that goes up to 5 players for the sweet spot to be 2.
Yeah.
That seems wrong.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Understandable. So, okay, we got 2 people enjoy it, and Jason clearly does not.
I don't mind playing the game. It's just
okay.
I think it's a little bit unbalanced, and I think it's kind of tough, and I think it's a little bit too. It could just go wrong in too many ways. You know, we have one way to kill the boss, and he has multiple ways to kill us.
Sounds like a lot of games.
Yeah, but a lot of games, it would seem to be, we get as many wins as we get losses.
Fair enough.
This one just seems to be a little bit heavy on the loss side, which is unfortunate because I want to love this game, but
we've been losing a
not
lot
feeling it.
lately. We've been losing a lot.
If you guys have any other thoughts, if you played this game, if you disagree with one of us, I mean, if you think this is the greatest game in the world, please convince me, because I'm just thinking it's not.
I'm gonna refine your statement just a little bit. In the comments section, if you think the game is balanced, say so. If you think it's unbalanced, say so, and we'll get a discussion going.
Okay, and while you're down there, you got to go ahead and subscribe too.
Yeah, it's right there. It's next to it.
It's just right there. All right, we'll see you next time.